Next up, we got breaking down the Eagles' insane OT win over Bills. Now, it's going to be something new I'm introducing to my channel. Y'all let me know in the comments and let me know by leaving a like on this video if you want more of these videos. All right, now we can break down any team. I just chose the Eagles because, you know, this was a great game. You know what I mean? So let me know if you want more of these. You know what I'm saying? Hey. I just hop into it, you know what I'm saying?
Overtime win over the Buffalo Bills on Sunday, and we have got a lot to dive into. These are my top 5 favorite plays to break down from this game, and this was harder than usual because this game was chock full of highlights, and a lot of them had some really deep and fun things to break down. We're going to start with play number 5 early in the second half. First play of the second drive out of the locker room. DeAndre Swift goes 36 yards on what was a perfectly executed zone run play from the Eagles on 1st and 10. And there's a bunch to break down here. Honestly, we're just going to start from left to right. Let's start first with Jordan Mailata. He's got to block the defensive end, try and displace him as best he can, get him off of his spot. Then you go inside to left guard, Landon Dickerson. He has got to pin down the nose tackle, just try and create a little bit of a crease for Jason Kelce to pull around up to the play side linebacker. So you've got Mailata going on the defensive end, Dickerson working on the tackle, and then you've got Kelce working up to the play side backer. Now, what about the backside linebacker? Well, that's where you get Cam Jurgens, the second-year guard. He has outstanding athleticism as well, and when you watch him work at the second level, you could see how he was a former tight end when he first got to college.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I love these type of videos. This made me feel like back in the day, going to field room after a game, you know what I'm saying, or doing field room before a game, you know, breaking down everything, bro. It really shows you, okay, so literally everything's in sync. Everybody has a player they have to block, obviously, and they have to get to that assignment very fast. You know what I'm saying? And number 51, bro. Oh my god. Like you said, athletic lineman, bro.
Side linebacker. Well, that's where you get Cam Jurgens, the second-year guard. He has outstanding athleticism as well, and when you watch him work at the second level, you could see how he was a former tight end when he first got to college, because he gets up there with a fury and does a great job on contact of wiping away that linebacker and creating a lot of space for DeAndre Swift.
Damn, I ain't gonna lie. I just looked at it. The push was crazy. This linebacker didn't even have a chance. Is this even a linebacker? Nah, look at it. Like, bro, Loki just looked like a fucking DB or some shit. Bro, way too skinny to be a linebacker. Now I think about it, both linebackers are super skinny. I didn't expect this from the Bills. Maybe they was in like dime or something like that, a nickel, where there's more DBs on the field. But these DB, nah, bro, this is like a running back. This look like a fucking punt returner or some shit. These are not linebackers, buddy. I don't know what the heck this is. This is way too easy. Certain things like this we can't even see because the highlights. Obviously, first of all, I don't watch the full game. Second of all, we only see the highlights, so the highlights don't even show everything. It's like real fast. You trying to, you know, keep up with the game. You know what I mean? It's like you really can't break down a play. So this is actually perfect, bro. I didn't know how much I was gonna love this video. I love this video. I ain't gonna lie.
You can see how he was a former tight end when he first got to college, because he gets up there with a fury and does a great job on contact of wiping away that linebacker and creating a lot of space for DeAndre Swift. And credit Swift as well, because he was extremely decisive on this run. He is working east-west after the mesh point with Jalen Hurts, and watch him put his foot in the ground and explode. He is shot out of a cannon and gets downhill really fast. Now, before we get to Swift at the second level, let's also acknowledge the guys on the backside of this play, because not only do you have Jurgens working up to the play side backer, but you also have a great cutoff block from Jack Driscoll on the backside 3 technique. He's able to cut him off. That's Ed Oliver. He has made a bunch of plays in the run game this year. And you also have Jack Stoll not only getting a piece of the backside defensive end, but also from the blitzing safety. He gets just enough of Jordan Poyer to spring DeAndre Swift on the backside of this play. This was perfectly executed, 36 yards. The Eagles get their first big explosive play of the night. And then you get A.J. Brown catching a pass from Jalen Hurts in the end zone a few plays later off the RPO. The run game and the run pass option, a big part of the reason why the Eagles were able to get in the end zone in the third quarter. Now, let's get to play number 4. And I'm going to be honest, this is actually a little bit of a sequence of plays here, because when you go to overtime, got to have a situation for the Eagles defense. They cannot allow a touchdown on this drive, give Jalen Hurts and the offense an opportunity to go down and score, they need a stop. So what do you get here? Buffalo had a lot of success running the football late in this game. In the fourth quarter, they had played a ton, and the defensive tackles, the attrition was starting to build up. Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, Marlon Tuipulotu, they had played a lot of snaps. So Buffalo, coming out in overtime, they wanted to try and establish the run on first down. 3 different plays on 1st and 10, they handed the ball off to the running back, and on all 3 of these plays, watch Jordan Davis. Here, he's going to completely destroy the block from the left guard. He's able to get off and make a play. On the next first down, you're going to get Jordan Davis once again working up, this time against a double team, splitting the double and making the play from the backside. Credit Jalen Carter as well for disrupting on that play on the front side and forcing the cutback. And then one more time, again, 1st and 10, this time from an odd front. So you see Jordan Davis lined up right over the center. He's going to stack and shed. That means he's going to lock his arms out, completely control this block, and he is going to shed the offensive lineman, stay square to the football, and make the tackle at the line.
I ain't gonna lie, that boy working down there, bro. He working. I see you.
So that's 3 first down run stuffs from Jordan Davis. Now, it's 2nd and 10 in the high red zone, the fringe area of the field here. This is a very important down and distance for the Buffalo Bills. And you see Jordan Davis out there with Jalen Carter. When Josh Allen drops back, he surveys the field. They're running 4 verticals, Buffalo, on this play. So they're trying to attack down the field and be aggressive. But with all of those green jerseys being stretched vertically down the field, that means there's a lot of space underneath. And Josh Allen has done great work as a scrambler in this game so far. So he finds his escape route, and he's going to make it for the first down marker. But watch the effort from Jordan Davis here. He chases Josh Allen down, and he makes sure that he does not get close to that first down marker. That's a long way to go.
Tired as hell, though. Hey, he can roll over, and he need to come plays off. He need to go plays off. You working, though. You deserve it. You know what I'm saying? You deserve it, bro. Running down Josh Allen, bro, at damn near, 370 or something like that? You know what I'm saying? Athletic. Like, bro, this is crazy, bro.
And he makes sure that he does not get close to that first down marker. That's a long way to go for a 350-plus pound defensive tackle chasing down one of the most athletic quarterbacks in football. If Davis doesn't have this kind of effort and Allen's able to get to the corner, at worst, this is a first down for the Bills. And best case, this is going to be 3rd and short. That changes the play call for the Bills. Instead, it's 3rd and medium. It brings up 3rd and 6 on the next play. They are forced to be aggressive and throw the football. Sean Desai calls a perfectly timed cover 0 blitz. The ball falls incomplete because Josh Allen and the wide receiver are rushed through the process. They force the incomplete pass, and the Eagles force a field goal. That gets the ball back to the offense, and we know how the story ends. Just outstanding work from Jordan Davis there in overtime, playing more snaps than maybe he's ever played in a game in his life. Just outstanding work there from the former first-round pick. Now let's get to play number 3, and this is the touchdown pass from Jalen Hurts to Devonta Smith. This one goes for 15 yards and a touchdown to make it a 1-score game early in the fourth quarter. And what I love about this play is that this is a culmination. This is a play that has been set up with lots of plays earlier in the game. The Eagles ran a couple of wide receiver screens over the course of this game, and ultimately you're trying to do 2 things with these plays. Obviously, look, you're trying to create an explosive play, a catch and runs kind of situation for a playmaker in space, but you're also trying to back the defense off. If they are in a pressure situation, if they're sending a blitz, you want to try and get the ball behind that rush with a wide receiver screen. But you can also try and soften them up and set up a play down the line. And that's exactly what Brian Johnson and the Eagles offensive staff did here in the red zone, because Jalen Hurts catches the snap, he drops back, and he throws a little pump fake out to Julio Jones in the flat. And you could see the reaction there from a couple of Bills jerseys. Now, Buffalo, they are playing Tampa 2. They are playing Tampa 2 coverage, which means you've got 2 safeties deep in the middle of the field with another defender running the chute right down the middle of the field, right down these hash marks. That's the linebacker, Terrell Bernard. He is responsible for any threat down in between the numbers. Now, he's got his eyes on Devonta Smith, and he's going to try and carry Smith vertically down the field and match that route. He gets his eyes back to Jalen Hurts. Jalen has to beat this defender. He's got to throw it over the top while also giving Devonta a chance to be able to catch this ball. But you've also got the 2 safeties patrolling the deep part of the field as well. So Jalen has to throw this away from the far safety while also keeping it inside, away from number 21, away from the safety that's closest to us here at the bottom of the frame. This is a great ball from Jalen Hurts because he gets this over the backer, away from the safety.
You got to do 3 things, bro. You know how accurate that is? Oh my God, Jalen. Oh my God, bro. Because I'm just thinking about this now. Like, this is actually a very hard throw. You know what I'm saying? If it was any more outside, it would have been a pick. If it any more not enough over the head, I don't know how to explain it. You know what I'm trying to say though. If it wasn't enough power over the head, that's a pick. You know what I'm saying? More to the left, that's a pick. Literally have to be one zone only,
because he gets this over the backer, away from the safety, and look at Devonta Smith. You can see it really
the safeties
well.
really don't look like they like trying for real. Like honestly, I do know this safety has to choose between two, so he's in a weird. The only question I'm really trying to figure out is why is two people in one zone right here? Like this is actually throwing me off. Like I think because I'm trying to figure out like so maybe he just. I think maybe he's not in a hard flat or just a flat in general. Maybe he's in another like curl. So he may supposed to put it like patrol like over here somewhere basically. But he didn't ran down there and shit. But he lucky that this wasn't a part of the play because he really could have got fucked up right there.
The bottom of the frame. This is a great ball from Jalen Hurts because he gets this over the backer, away from the safety, and look at Devonta Smith. You can see it really well from the end zone angle. He's got the ability to protect himself on this catch because of the ball placement from Jalen Hurts. If Hurts puts this out in front of Devonta Smith, he is now outstretching his arms and taking a shot from a safety. But by putting it on the back shoulder away from that safety, look at Devonta. He's able to constrict his body and take the shot on his back as opposed to on his front.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro, because this is another thing. I think I forgot. I think it was the Vikings quarterback. I forgot his name. Cousins. He literally be setting his receivers up every single time, bro. Like, every time he throw the ball, they always taking a big hit. Every single time. And sometimes he even forced balls to so say the dude ran over the middle, basically. You know what I'm saying? Quick slant or whatever. Or in route. And it's a linebacker right in front of him. Kirk Cousins will literally throw it to him. Now he has to first outsource, catch the ball, then get hit at the same time. That happens a lot, bro. And I remember seeing that, bro. So, okay, so this is another thing that's good about Jalen, is he's actually protecting his receivers, which you're supposed to do, bro. Why would you want your receivers to get hit? You know what I'm saying? Like, they are the ones making great catches. Look at this catch. Peep the catch. Peep the catch. These ones making these great catches, bro.
But by putting it on the back shoulder away from that safety, look at Devonta. He's able to constrict his body and take the shot on his back as opposed to on his front. He's able to come down with the football, and the Eagles score a touchdown. This makes it a one-score game. It was a well-scripted play, a very well-designed fake bubble screen to Julio Jones, a great throw from Jalen Hurts, and a great catch from Devonta Smith. Devonta finishes with 7 catches for 106 yards and a touchdown. Outstanding execution for play number 3. Now, let's get to play number 2. This is one of the pivotal moments of the game, and it happened on the ensuing drive because James Bradberry comes up with an interception that sets the Eagles up to take the lead. Now, what happened on this play was also a culmination of a lot of plays that happened before that, and a really good example of why James Bradberry is one of the smartest players at this position in the entire NFL. Take a look at some of these plays, because what you see here is an empty set from the Buffalo Bills. The Bills run a lot of empty, one of the biggest empty teams in football, meaning that no one is in the backfield with Josh Allen. He is literally an empty backfield.
That's what I'm saying.
So that means you've got all 5 of your receivers spread out. Now, when you line up in these empty formations, it's not going to be the same look every single time. Where these receivers are, who is in which spot, it's going to change over the course of the game. Here on this play, you see Stefon Diggs, the Bills' number 1 receiver, lined up as the number 2 receiver to the boundary. You've got the tight end outside of him, and all the way on the other side, you've got the running back. So this is a unique set here from the Buffalo Bills, but the most important person to note, Stefon Diggs, the number 2 receiver to the boundary. Now, look at the Eagles here. They switch up responsibilities. Bradberry lines up across from Diggs because you didn't want linebacker Zach Cunningham across from him in a potential man-to-man situation. Right. And what is the route from Stefon Diggs? It's a little out route. He catches the ball. He gets them near the first down marker. Later in the game, what do we see? It's 2nd and 10. What do we get again? An empty set. Stefon Diggs is the number 2 receiver to the boundary. Who's over on that side? Well, that's James Bradberry, and he's watching this whole thing. Darius Slay lined up against Stefon Diggs in the slot. What is the route from Diggs? little out route. Ball goes to the other side of the field. But come back a little bit later. 1st and goal in the red zone. What do you get? Another empty set. Stefon Diggs as the number 2 receiver, and he's running an out route once again in front of James Bradberry. Go back a little bit later. 3rd and 5. What do we have? Empty set. Stefon Diggs is the number 2 receiver to the boundary. James Bradberry, that's exactly where he's located. Bradberry sees another out route. He's got his eyes. He's like, okay, see it again. And go back to film study over the course of the week. All these players, they're studying every single rep, looking for every single detail. And on one of Buffalo's biggest plays from last week, you saw a touchdown. We broke it down last week on Eagles game plan. Khalil Shakir down the seam for a touchdown. Buffalo in an empty set. There's Stefon Diggs to the boundary at the top of the screen in the slot. And you guessed it, he runs a quick out route. So James Bradberry has seen this a bunch of times in the game. He saw it on film over the course of the week, going back to last week against the Jets. What happened?
Damn, Jets, y'all fucking ass.
Early 4th quarter.
Back to last week.
Seen this a bunch of times in the game.
The fuck?
He saw it on film over the course of the week, going back to last week against the
You
Jets.
didn't even try to tackle.
What happens here? It's 2nd and 9. Early 4th quarter, the Eagles down 21-24. Stefon Diggs in an empty set goes to the number 2 receiver, and the Eagles make an outstanding play call, and James Bradberry does a great job within the structure of this call because they are playing what is called trap coverage. They are literally trying to lay a trap for quarterback Josh Allen here and trying to bait this throw to James Bradberry. So let's take a look at how they're going to do that. Before the snap, this looks like it's going to be cover 2. You've got 2 high safeties in the deep part of the field, and when Josh Allen catches the snap and drops back, look at James Bradberry. He drops back, and it looks like he's going to sync with this route from the number 1 receiver because when a corner is playing cover 2, he has got to sync with that vertical route. He has got to try and prevent an outside release, and he's got to sync with that route before passing it off to the safety because the soft spot in cover 2 is right between that corner and that safety. He has to do what he can to protect against that throw. So he is going to sink a little bit. That should give Josh Allen plenty of space to be able to throw this out route to Stefon Diggs. That's exactly what they're trying to do with this play. It's a great way to attack cover 2. But James Bradberry is not playing cover 2. This is a form of trap coverage because instead of trying to play off of the number 1 receiver, James Bradberry is actually reading Stefon Diggs. And if Diggs breaks outside like he has done over the course of this game, like he did.
And bro, think about it too. They lined up a linebacker in front of Diggs. So Josh Allen probably seen that. He's probably said, "Oh, this is this mismatch. Easy right here. Easy. The whole time this is a trap. This is perfect play right here. Oh my God, Eagles. Oh my God.
Against the New York Jets.
Oh my
now
God.
He is going to jump this throw. He is going to try and make a play for an interception. He knows that he's got help over the top. He knows that he has help on the inside. Linebacker Christian Ellis is playing with inside leverage here, forcing Diggs to the outside. So he is now allowed to go and make a play. James Bradberry disguises the coverage perfectly. His body language at the snap of the ball is exactly what you're looking for. And then he jumps the throw and makes the play. Outstanding job.
And not only did he jump it, he actually low-key took it from him. You know what I'm saying? This is an actual because sometimes most corners they still playing sissy, so they might jump it, but they either might pat it down, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. He actually jumped it. This is my ball. This is mine.
What you're looking
this is
for.
Mine. Real ball hawk. Real ball hawk.
Makes the play. Outstanding job here from Bradberry reading the play. Great call from Sean Desai and the defensive coaches of putting him in position to bait this throw and get a turnover. The Eagles score a touchdown. Just a couple minutes later, Jalen Hurts with a superhuman play in a scramble drill situation finds Olamide Zaccheaus in the back of the end zone, rolling to his left, and it's all set up by this interception from James Bradberry. This thing was a thing of beauty. Now, we have to get to play number 1, and I had to go with the game-winning touchdown, the final play of this game. It is a touchdown run from Jalen Hurts in the red zone on a QB draw. Now, let's go to the end zone angle just so we can see the blocking assignments and really what Buffalo is trying to do on this play, because when the Eagles are in an empty set with Jalen Hurts all by himself in the backfield, they have a cover 0 blitz called, Buffalo. They have a 0 blitz called with defenders occupying every single gap. You can see here the safety coming off the far side. The defensive end, he's going to try and loop inside Jordan Mailata. The defensive tackle, he's going to try and penetrate in that A gap between Landon Dickerson and Jason Kelsey. Ed Oliver is going to cross face and try and get into the backside A gap. Then you've got the linebacker coming from the second level with the defensive end going the other side. So every gap is accounted for if you're the Buffalo Bills on this blitz. But the Eagles have an answer for it, because take a look at how they get the numbers back in their favor from a gap standpoint. This is going to be a run to the left for Jalen Hurts. You've got Jordan Mailata. He's going to work on this play side defensive end and displace him from the play. Basically take him exactly where he wants to go.
No, I'm looking at this pool right here by number 62. This is literally perfect, bro. He gonna get to it, but dang, that literally was the exact matchup they wanted right here. Exact matchup. And two, they literally throw him off because both of them ran to the right. They both follow Swift. You know what I'm saying? Didn't know the whole time, buddy. Don't think about what they doing over there. Think about in the middle of the field, nigga. Y'all better need some help. Y'all need some help in the middle of that field.
Jalen Hurts. You've got Jordan Mailata. He's going to work on this play side defensive end and displace him from the play. Basically take him exactly where he wants to go. He's trying to get inside of Mailata. Mailata just uses that outside arm, gets full extension, and uses his massive frame to steer him away. Then you've got Landon Dickerson. He has got to work that tackle, and again, he's doing the same thing. He is trying to take him exactly where he wants to go. Jordan Phillips is trying to get upfield. Dickerson is fine allowing him to do that, and he ushers him out of the picture away from Jalen Hurts. Lastly, you've got Jason Kelsey. He is going to pull to the front side. He is responsible for this safety on this play on the play side, and he completely erases him from the picture. Jalen Hurts goes basically untouched into the end zone. Why was he untouched? Why was there nobody else there? They had all of these gaps filled, Buffalo. Why was there nobody at the second level? Well, when you go back to the sideline angle, you can see the motion here from the Eagles. You've got DeAndre Swift here in the backfield. And when Swift comes in motion from left to right, look at what that does to Buffalo's defense. The safety in the middle of the field, he runs with them. The Eagles expected this kind of a reaction from the Buffalo Bills defense, because in this blitz, when you are playing with all of these rushers coming upfield at Jalen Hurts, well, you've got to play man coverage on the back end of that. And so when you've got 4 receivers to the far side of the field, you need 4 white jerseys over there to match it. So look at the numbers. You've got the slot corner matched up on the wide receiver. You've got both safeties in the outside corner. Again, for 4 eligible receivers, Devonta Smith by himself at the bottom of the screen. So that safety has to go with DeAndre Swift within the structure of this call. The Bills got caught in a 0 blitz. It was a perfect play call by Brian Johnson. Great execution by the guy.
Just by, I don't know who making this video. I don't know if this is like one of their coaches or something like that. But if you can, if they're able to make a video like this and it just sounds like the Eagles are well coached, bro. If they're able to make a video like this, that just tells you what we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Literally, it's the NFL. They have so many game plans and everything. If they're doing this and this is what we can see, because obviously they can't show y'all everything, because you know what I'm saying, they still gotta for the weeks coming up. You know what I mean? They still gotta keep tricks up their sleeve and stuff like that. So this just shows you, like, bro, this is actually well executed, coached team right here, bro. And it makes sense why their record looks the way it does. Be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
guys
crazy.
On the field, and Jalen Hurts waltzes into the end zone, a game-winning touchdown. Bro. He is now tied for 4th in the Eagles' all-time list for rushing touchdowns. He's tied with the great Brian Westbrook, and he's the first quarterback in NFL history to record 10-plus rushing touchdowns in 3 straight seasons. The Eagles go to 10-1 with a great win at home against a good Buffalo Bills team. We're gearing up now for a great matchup. 2 of the top teams in the NFC, Eagles, 49ers. We're going to be talking all about it on the
Eagles and 49ers? Oh my God. That's going to be a crazy game.